There we go. Apparently I wasn't prepared for this. Trying to get my, there we go. A little phone mount here to hold my phone. Bear with me, guys. Didn't think there was gonna actually be anyone in here yet. What's up? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I'm just kind of hanging out, cleaning up my tools. Figured I'd go live and just hang out with you guys for a little bit while I put my tools away. Been a little MIA on YouTube. Not really making many videos. So figured this would be an easy way to get back into it. I can't see the chat. Give me a second here. Okay. What's up, Jay? I don't like doing this on my phone. Can't like see the chat. Disappears. Anyways. Yeah, I just gonna put my tools away because it is a mess right now. You can probably see my toolbox. It's a mess. The S10's back there. Trying to build some new motor mounts for it. What are you guys doing? How many of my fellow Americans are going to be partying this weekend for the 4th? This goes in here. I really should be more prepared to this stuff because I cannot see. Oh, there we go. Mike's drinking in Pima, Arizona. I have yet to hear of that place yet. What the? Sorry guys, I'm trying to be able to see the comments in chat as they pop up. They're there for a second and then they disappear. Oh man. Mini, what's up? Of course you're drinking in Heber. Where are you at? At Tyler's? Steve's? Where are you at? Oh, gotta go over here. Son of a bitch. Coming back. Gotta go grab my sockets so we're on the other side of the garage. What do you guys do with... Oh, was it Tyler's? Now you're home. What's new with Tyler? See, he's building a Kaya derby car. I bet he's loving that. Any suggestions on what engine to drop in an 89 hard body for fun? 89 hard bodies, I know little to nothing about. I mean, what's your budget? 2JZ would be kind of cool. That's like the new popular motor swap. You could always LS it, or you could go real old school and just drop a small block Chevy in it. But I don't know those trucks very well. I don't know what fits in them, what doesn't. Let's see here, 16. You ever think you have too many tools? Like, as a guy, you think you don't ever have too many tools until they're strung from one side of the shop to the other, and you gotta put them away. And you just want to load them all in a bucket and throw them away. At least I do. Let's see if I missed anything. What motor mounts am I using? I'm just making them just out of some scrap and stuff that I have laying around. Yeah, Snap-on doesn't seem to think so. I have very little Snap-on tools anymore. When I first started, I first started wrenching when I was like 19. I bought like the Snap-on starter set. What's up, Mick? If I miss your comments, guys, I'm sorry. When you're on your phone, they only show up for like a second and then disappear. But yeah, when I first started wrenching, I bought like the Snap-on tool cart that was full of tools, and that's pretty much the only Snap-on tools I have left. I've been a Cornwell guy ever since, because as I'm holding a Snap-on screwdriver. Yeah, I've been a Cornwell fan because A, they're mostly all still made in America and they're cheaper. Yep, they'll get you. They'll get you. The other reason why I didn't have a lot of Snap-on tools is in my area, we'd go through Snap-on dealers like crazy. They'd only last maybe 6 months and they'd be out of business. So there was like a year and a half where we didn't have a Snap-on dealer at all. So we started buying Cornwell, and we had a Matco guy start coming around. But Cornwell was the only tool dealer that came by every week and took care of us. So that's why my toolbox is Cornwell. Probably 75% of my tools are Cornwell. Just 1 second, go grab a rag. I saw a message pop up that I missed. Just updated my tools. I went Tecton. I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to look that one up. I haven't heard of Tecton. I want to do some workout here this weekend, but freaking tools are just everywhere and it's driving me nuts. I used to be a lot better at putting my tools away as I go, but not so much lately. Cornwell, yeah. I almost became a Cornwell dealer. After I moved to Arizona and I worked at a dealership, so I went from dealership in Utah to a dealership here when I first moved here, and it was like 6 months and it was terrible, like the way they treated. I was going from a dealership with 3 technicians to a dealership with like 25 technicians. So I was low man on the totem pole and they just treated you like garbage. So I quit there and inquired on being a Cornwell dealer. And I did like the whole freaking interview, got all the information. They got all my information. And basically what it boiled down to is at the time I was renting, so I didn't own a house. So I didn't have a whole lot of, what do you call it? When you have a lot of assets. I didn't have a lot of assets. So they wanted a really big down payment to start. I can't remember how much it was, but it was like, if I would have done it, I would have had pennies, in my bank account left over. And they say it always takes about 2 years or so before you start really making money. So I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. But almost did. Almost became a tool dealer. So Sometimes I wish I would have. But got a pretty good gig now at Speedway, so. Let's see, 19, 17. The warranty and price of Tecton. So where do you get Tecton? Just online? You just order them? Chevy dealer with 50 plus techs. Yeah, I bet that was horrible trying to get good jobs. Got out of wrenching to do my own stuff now. I got 83 S10, got an LS swap. Nice. Nice. I thought about doing my own stuff too, but I'm not business savvy, I guess. I'm not, as you can tell, I make poor decisions with my money. Hence this truck in my garage. Hence a perfectly good working truck that I tore apart to just change just because I was bored. Let's see here. Oh, that goes there. Harbor Freight. I have a lot of Harbor Freight tools too. I bet you almost all of my power tools, other than my cordless like Milwaukee's that I still have from being a tech, are Harbor Freight. Because if they break, I just go get another one. There goes another box. So what's everyone doing tonight? And no one said what they were doing. Obviously you're hanging out on YouTube with me, but what else are you doing? What I miss the most though from wrenching is like having this, I'm sure you other techs and stuff, having this flashlight like in my shirt pocket ready to go at all times. So many times I've been doing something and I'm like, where the hell is my flashlight? Like I need to get, I still have some of my old shirts from the dealership. I ought to just wear them while I'm out in the garage so I can do that. Any of you guys have these flip sockets? They're kind of handy. So it's a 3/4, 13/16, and a 19 and 21, 2 sockets in one. You just flip it over onto a 3-inch extension. I always like taking these when I'm working on like trailers and stuff because you never know how many different size lug nuts are going to be on it. It's 115 here in Mojave. Ain't working on the truck till 2 a.m. You need one of these AC units like I just put in. It's I just went to look for my phone to see what the weather was. At 8 o'clock it was still 101, but it's like 75 in here right now. It's pretty nice. Best investment ever. Let's see here. Get in there. Let's see. That's my crank bolt. I don't want to throw that away. So what did you mostly work on at the dealership? Luis, am I pronouncing that right? Luis? Ryan Peterson says, I like the S10. I just picked one up to build. Awesome. What year did you get? Corvettes, oh man, that sounds even worse. No, they probably weren't that bad. I had to do everything, so I was like a bumper to bumper type of tech, and on anything that came in. We even worked on stuff that wasn't GM, but not that often. But the majority of our customers were 4-wheel drive diesel Duramax trucks or 4-wheel drive half-ton gas trucks. So I did a lot of diesel work, a lot of 4-wheel drive Trailblazers, all that kind of stuff. And working on diesels, working on the Duramaxes is kind of what burned me out the most. The week before my last week there, I was doing head gaskets on a Duramax. And I was so ready to get out of there. But we started pulling the cabs on them, make it easier, like the old Ford guys. $1988, nice, square body. 85 S10, my 14-year-old son been making passes in. Dang, they'll let him run at 14? That's cool. Yeah, it was bad, I got there. Pull the powertrain, so like on those Corvettes, you mean like drop the cradle and the torque tube and rear diff all in one? I'm in Goodyear, almost Buckeye, Arizona. Yeah, I was to where I could probably pull a cab on a Duramax, depending on the year, in about, I don't know, hour and a half or so, I think. I did a water pump on a Duramax. So a water pump on a Duramax, like 2005 and newer. Up, I can't where it stopped, but paid like 8 something hours to R&R, and I could do it in just over an hour. And then one of the other guys, the senior guys there, busted one out in 45 minutes. Got paid 8 hours to do it. It's called beating flat rate, making money. And then we spend 16 hours on a warranty job that pays us 4/10 of an hour. And 754, oh, 8th mile, 96 mile an hour. Nice. Yep. I take it back. The Duramaxes weren't the only thing that burned me out. The warranty did too. People don't understand that when they take their cars in under warranty, the technician is getting bent over. Guys ever find hardware and have no idea where it came from? I don't know where these studs came from or what they're for. So they'll go in the box of bolts over here. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm really glad I got out too. I mean, I miss it sometimes. I shouldn't say I miss the job. I miss the guys that I worked with. But the owner, like I said, it was a small dealership, and we were all really close. The owner, I started there when I was 16, so the owner was almost like a second father to me. And So it was really hard to leave that part of it, but it was not hard to leave the dealer, the GM side of it, the warranty bullshit. Let's see here. Got a TIG welder today and was setting up while sweating my ass off in the garage, and I thought about your nice new AC garage. Came in, cool off, and here you are. Yeah, I've been messing around with the TIG welder that I got too. I'm not that great at it. So I'll be honest with you guys. If any of you guys are aluminum welding masters, I need some help. Let me find the part. Give me a second. So I got my timing cover and I'm switching over to twin turbo. So I need to do dual drains, and ICT Billet sells a timing cover like this with fittings like this already welded in it. It's $100. I was like, hell, I'll spend $10 on fittings and weld them in myself. I got a new TIG welder. Let's try it out. How hard can it be? I've never welded aluminum before. Well, it didn't go so well. And I know it's like supposed to be really clean, and I tried cleaning it up as good as I could. And you know, this is like cast aluminum. I've watched a ton of YouTube videos, but I can't quite figure out what I'm doing wrong or why I can't get it to, maybe my amperage is too low. I don't know. If anybody's got any tips on that, let me know. What's up, Cahew? Personal best in my S10 is 990 at 137, I think, in the quarter mile. That was at LS Fest in Vegas. They told me to slow down. What you doing, Hubis? KU, show me how to weld aluminum. I can't get it to work. Come down here to Arizona and weld it for me. Checking out my sweet garage. Can't really see most of it. Let's see if I can pop this thing off here. Yeah. Here we go. I've got a really janky phone. The C10 is in California now. It's a mess in here, but yep, there's the old S10. You can see the little motor mounts I got going down there. But I'll be honest with you guys, I'll probably do a new video on it. Might start tomorrow filming one or something, but the whoa, that's too low. The engine's sitting too low in it. I was trying to get the engine as low and as far back as I could, trying to, you know, shift around a little bit of weight, get the engine down a little bit lower, and was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Got it down like an extra inch, and I knew my exhaust manifolds weren't gonna clear the steering. I was like, screw it, I'll just make new exhaust, whatever. Then I went to put the starter in, and starter doesn't fit because of the lower control arm mounts on the frame. So I gotta pull it back out, raise it up about an inch. It sucks, but that's hot rodding. I suck at TIG as well. I'm okay with steel. I'm learning. How much do I love the AC? Well, I'll tell you this much, it's 100 degrees outside right now at like 9, whatever time it is. And it's 75 in here. So, 2 thumbs up. You ought to get it because it does heat too. It's not just AC, it's AC and heat. So you ought to look into getting one for your shop. You'll probably need a, if you were to sheet the you know, put a ceiling in and insulate up there, that'd be pretty nice in there with one of these units. I think that drill bit's done. Yeah, it's called a Mr. Cool DIY. They're worth the money. This one was hard to find. If you guys watched the video, I did trade work for it, for Mike, the engine that I kind of been working on in a couple videos, which he still needs to come get. Mike, if you're watching, come get your engine. It's in my way. But yeah, did trade work for it. He actually picked it up because he has a contractor account at Home Depot, and it was a hell of a hard time finding it. I don't know if it's just because of COVID and stuff that they're hard to find right now or what. Try Minnesota. It sucks up here. Minnesota. I got a buddy that lives in Minnesota. And yeah, he showed me the ice on the inside of his windows in the winter. And I was like, no thanks. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got 12 people in here, but only 6 thumbs up? What's up with that? I don't like doing this on my phone. I'm gonna bring my laptop out here next time because I have to keep refreshing it to see the comments. Nothing new, nothing new. So, those of you that are a fan of my dumbass out here in the garage, what do you guys want to see in videos? Like I have this complex where, like, if I start something in a video, I have to finish it in that video. So then I always come out here and start something, and then something happens, I need more parts, or I get pissed off and go inside. So then I've got like 6 or 7 videos started and none of them finished. And I also have really bad ADHD, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna work on the motor mounts. Oh, you know what I could do? I could try and weld this fitting in my timing cover. Oh, you know what else? I'm gonna measure for a radiator. I'm just all over the place. It's really hard. Nothing new in the chat. Come on, guys, I asked you a question. Here, I'll show you guys the new hardware. Ka-chow. These are gonna be the new Whirly Boys. These are the Max Speeding Rod GT35s, eBay turbos. So we'll see how well they do. I plan on keeping most of my old turbo kit for the 78, 75 so that if these are garbage, I can just switch back to that. What am I doing to the S10? Well, duh, don't you know? I'm putting twins on it. It was a 78, 75 on it before. I think I have it over here. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, this guy right here. The VS Racing 78, 75. Oh, I'm getting hit in the face with a hose. but with the small back housing. So, oh, that's unbolted. So. Punch list what needs to be done and break it into build videos. Yeah, I could do that. Problem is all the stuff I want to do is so expensive. You had a max speeding rod turbo for 3 years? Oh. Whoop. Kind of why I haven't really been doing a whole lot lately is because I've been trying to save up some money for parts so that I can just bust out videos and stuff. But so far the saving money for parts hasn't really been working too well. You know, with like normal life expenses when you own a home and all that bullshit. You're a single income bachelor. Oh yeah, the 78, 75 on for 3 years. Yeah, it's a good turbo. There's nothing wrong with it. The max speeding rods hit me up and was like, hey, do you want a free turbo? And I was like, only if it comes with 2. And because my setup works just fine, but I'll try doing twin turbos. They were like, well, we'll send you one and make a video on it, and then we'll send you another one. They never sent me another one. I paid for the second one. But turbos, because yeah, turbos in the bed. Yeah, it puts weight back there, but it just overcomplicates everything. You got to run way more piping. You got to run oil system with a scavenge pump. I've thought about moving the radiator to the back, and that's kind of the same thing. You got to run more hose, and I was going to try and use the same stock water pump because I don't want to. I don't like overcomplicating stuff. I don't like a lot of electronics. Hence why I have a carburetor on it. Then I had a 388 VS Race and S480 VS8. I gotta keep refreshing this thing. Okay, so yeah. There's a reason why your name is Boost is my friend. This is the only thing I've ever had turboed so far that I've ever done. High school and out of high school, I had a few buddies that would throw eBay turbo kits on their Hondas and blow them up as soon as they go drive them, place the engine, do it again. They didn't know shit about tuning. So that kind of put a bad taste in my mouth for turbos for a little while, but it was their stupidity, not a turbo. It's like the saying, nitrous doesn't blow up engines, people do. What do we got? What's up, Roxanne? My birthday's today, give me a shout. Happy birthday, Roxanne. It's her birthday, guys. Tell her happy birthday. Roxanne, I'm assuming. Sorry to assume. This is Roxanne down here. Old Roxy Lou. Down here sleeping. Huh, she heard her name. Oh. Get my phone to stay. My birthday's coming up in a couple weeks. July birthdays. These are the new Whirly Boy war whistles. What's up, Brent? Thank you, man. It's it's funny how I didn't realize how popular these trucks were until I started building one on YouTube. 4-cylinder turbo had a bad taste in my mouth for years until I turboed my first 5.3. There's no replacement for displacement. There's no replacement for displacement with boost. Well, I've almost got this place cleaned up. I have a hard time throwing stuff away. My hidden talent is holding on to something for years and then throwing it away the day before I need it. That's my hidden talent. Plan on to build a 5.3 S10 when damn it, gotta refresh it so I can see it. Yeah, money is a big factor in this stuff, as I found out. Hey, can you show me how you set your pinion angle on the S10? I've busted 3 power glides. I just set it to equal and opposite of the transmission. So if my transmission is 3 degrees down, then I put my pinion 3 degrees up. Technically it's down if you follow the plane of the pinion. Actual pinion, it's down. So transmission's down, pinion's down, but everyone calls it up because the front of the pinion is up. So I just match them and it's always worked for me. So 3 here, 3 here. Your driveline angle plays into it a little bit, but that has more to do with the wear on the U-joints. But as long as you're within a half a degree, I think, on your 2 angles, you shouldn't have a vibration. I mean, if you're breaking transmissions, then you've got to have a vibration. There's a really cool, I think it's Spicer, has a really cool app you can download on your phone, and it uses your phone as an angle finder. And you put it on your transmission, you hit set, it takes the measurement, you put it on your drive shaft, you hit set, and then you put it on your pinion and hit set, and it does the calculations and it tells you whether you're good or not. I've used that a few times too, but most of the time if I'm 3 down, I do the pinion up 3, or if I'm 4, within a half a degree or so of each other. It's always worked for me. That stuff's always kind of confused me anyway. What part of the transmission's breaking? The tail shaft housing? I like to hide tools from myself in plain sight. I've done that. Twenty-four. Yeah, I mean, CalTrack bars really, all they do is prevent axle wrap. So you can still have a drive shaft vibration with CalTracks. Yeah, so I'm putting twins on the S10. That's why it's kind of all torn apart. I also had to fix the transmission. I gotta get a new transmission case and swap everything over to it because that one's broken inside. So when I had the trans out, I was sitting there looking at the engine and I was like, I really want to change those motor mounts. So then I pulled the engine out and then I was like, you know what? I really want to go through the engine, make sure it's still okay. So I opened it up, checked everything, and it just snowballed. So that's where we're at right now. And then I pulled the front clip off because I was going to cut a bunch of metal out of it, try and lighten it up, and here we are. But yeah, I'm putting twins on it. Twin GT35s. So you're breaking the case, like bell housing area, or like the center part of the case, or just the tail shaft area? You can email me at robbyvgarage@gmail.com. Just robbyvgarage.gmail.com. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. There was a no prep event happening here in August, which sounds terrible to be out racing in August in Arizona, but I was gonna try and get it done for that, but I don't think it's gonna make it to that based on budget and stuff, because I would need different tires and a bunch of other stuff to get it finished for that. I mean, the main goal, I want to get it done at least, October's a long ways away, but at least October for the duct tape drags that like David Freiberger and them are doing at Tucson Dragway. Center around reverse, it's all fluid. So yeah, let's see here. Like Boosted, my friend, was saying, maybe your drive shaft bottomed out. The only thing I can think of is either your transmission is probably how's your transmission and engine mounted? Because like if your transmission is like solid mounted and you've got like a broken motor mount, the engine's going to try and rock when your transmission's held solid, and that twisting could break the case, or vice versa. Your engine mounts are good, your tranny mount's bad. Trying to think of what else. Because I broke a few transmissions like that, but they were in demolition derby cars. Yeah, I would check. I'm sure your mounts are good, right? Everything's, one or the other's not loose, causing it to flex extra hard. Yeah, I don't know on that. I don't know why you'd be breaking 3 transmissions in the burnout box. Is it hopping a lot? Is it vibrating when you burn out? Nothing. So, no recommendations for videos? Cool. You guys obviously have had a few people on my AC install video mention that they just want me to do S10 videos, but those, home improvement install videos, they get a lot of views. What's up, two-lane boogie? I'm just putting my tools away, cleaning up a little bit, bullshitting with all you guys. Nothing too crazy. Trying to clean it up a little bit so I can work out here this weekend. Cut down an 8/8, done leaf spring purchase myself. I was told not to set the, I was told to set the angle at -5. Well, that, like I said, it all depends on your transmission. So if you're putting in a new transmission and going to set it up, when you've got your engine and transmission mounted, check the angle of it and make sure you're on like a machined flat surface, not just on the case somewhere weird. So if you don't have the drive shaft in yet, put, let me see if I can find angle finder real quick. I don't know if I still have that big one or not. Well, I guess this is my little cheap angle finder. So before you put the drive shaft in, you know, you got your tail shaft sticking out. Let me find something to represent that. So here's your tail shaft coming out of the transmission, right? So stick this on there, see what it says, and whatever that says, put this on your pinion, make sure they match, going the same direction. Like I said, it's kind of confusing because your transmission is sloping down, but your pinion is sloping down also, but it looks like it's up. Think of it as a crankshaft going through the transmission. You know, your balancer is up, but your transmission's down. Your yoke on your rear end on your pinion is up, but it slopes down. So if your pinion's set 5, then your transmission should be coming down 5. If it's 3, then you're way off. You've got a vibration, and that's probably, I mean, typically that would just break the like back part of it, tail shaft housing area, but anything's possible. Should invest in waffles. Get out of here with that bullshit, George. So if someone told you to set it at 5 degrees, then maybe they know your engine's down at 5 degrees. I'm not sure. Hard saying, not knowing. George, go to bed. You got to work tomorrow. That's kind of hard to show. It's just like a map and compass that I got that after I moved here. Everyone thought it was the corny, so I never lose my way, but really I just thought it looked badass. The guy that did it does awesome work here, and he's in Tempe, Arizona. So if you guys are local to Arizona, check him out. Lady Luck Tattoo. Name's Tony. Let's see, I gotta keep refreshing this. We like new people, by the way. So if you guys are new, what's up? Welcome to the shit show. There's really no good video on this issue with LS Swap S10. No, I think you kind of got maybe a unique issue. I mean, I hate to say it. As far as it's probably not a common thing where it's, you know, LSs and S10s have this problem. I mean, it's probably a broad problem in every vehicle. What's up, man? Trying to think. I mean, there's lots of videos on setting drive shaft angles and stuff like that. But like I said, I've been studying it and doing it for 10 plus years, and it still confuses me sometimes. Those didn't make it in the garbage, not even close. Let's see here. Wonder if I can. There we go. We'll switch it up a little bit. So, give you guys a little look here. Get that out of the way. But, so, these are the motor mounts that I was kind of making. You can kind of see my amateur TIG welds around there. These were some random LS motor mounts that I had from some other job laying in my toolbox. They normally had a rubber bushing to go in them, kind of like, I don't even remember what in my toolbox, kind of like this, but different. I wanted solid, so I welded caps on the end, so now they're just solid steel. And these are just some tabs I welded on there. But like I said earlier in the stream, I tried to get the engine down as far as I could and back as far as I could, but it's too far down. Let me show you. Yeah. Oh, it's kind of dark over here. But I can't get the starter in now because of that lower control arm mount right there. So I'm gonna have to rethink it, move it up about a ½ inch, maybe an inch. It kind of sucks because I gained a whole bunch more room here around the bell housing of the transmission and stuff for getting it in and out. But oh well, such is life. And then let's see here. Everything I own from the truck back here in the bed. Just got stuff everywhere. The old fuel system, which I'm going to be changing out, unfortunately, because this pump won't do E85, switching over to E85, so this fuel system will be no more on the truck. Still hang on to it just in case, but got me the old trusty Walboro E85 pump. I'm gonna do in the pump, or in the tank here. Put it in this fuel cell. I might go to a bigger fuel cell also, just because added weight and more streetability. There's Roxy, probably laying in a puddle of ATF. What are you doing? But yeah, took a perfectly good truck and tore it all apart. All right, so who's still in here? Who's still with me? Let's see, what was I doing? There's my ADHD kicking in. I was cleaning. What was I gonna show you guys? I don't remember. Oh well. All right, just hang out real quick, guys. Could have swore I brought my drink out here. I guess not. BRB. But yeah, the biggest thing that I'm kind of waiting on and held up on is the transmission case itself. The general manager over at Old Hughes Performance said he was going to get me a case already, get the bell housing cut off and prepped and ready so that I can just swap everything over myself. But I haven't heard from him in a couple of weeks. Last time I hit him up, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll get one ready for you here. Should be a couple days." Well, it's been like 5. So yeah, you know how it is about waiting on a case. Mine didn't break that like that. Mine, I think I put it in a video, didn't I? But I use the SFI bell housing, like an Ultra bell, the bolt-on bell housing. And I don't know if you're familiar with them, but that bell housing bolts on with the 8 pump bolts. And obviously that's holding a lot of stress, a lot of force on just those little 5/16, I think, aluminum threads in the case. So over time they stretch or strip, and these ones have obviously stripped because someone had already helicoiled them. And then when I put the bell housing on the last time, it pulled the helicoil and cracked the case inside. So that's what I'm dealing with. First 2 cases was stock cases. So are you going with the, the SFI, like thicker case? The aftermarket case? Sorry if I sound weird, I've been sick, so my freaking sinuses are all congested. Yeah, hopefully you don't break that one because they're pretty expensive. All right, give me just 1 second, I'll be right back. Coming. Hopefully everyone didn't leave. Who, let's see, how many people are in here? 9 people are still here, cool. So out of you 9 people that are in here right now, who wears a medium-sized t-shirt? Building a 99 Trans Am, would I be better off finding 6053? Or is the LS1 worth building since I already have it in the car? I mean, if you can find a 6.0, then obviously it's more, you know, has more cubic inches. But if I was you, I would just build the LS1 that's already in it because you've already got it. They're good engines, you know, more displacement than a 5.3. So I would just build it. I don't know a whole lot of the individual differences between LS1, 5.3 and all that stuff, but if it was me, I'd just build it because I already had it. Wish there was a way to show you pics of my S15. I have a lot of time and mainly a lot of money. Wish there was a way to show you. I'm just seeing if I read that right. I have a lot of time and mainly a lot of money. Sounds like 2 problems I do not have. You can email me pictures. Robby V Garage. Timmy, you wear a medium? All right, I'm gonna send you this t-shirt, then you're the random winner of a t-shirt in this live. I just went and ran and grabbed a random size t-shirt. So email me. You can send me some pictures of your truck and email me your shipping information to robbyvgarage@gmail.com. And I'll send this t-shirt to you. Would you happen to know if the LS Holley 103mm intake can fit on an L83 5th gen? No. The LS and the 5th gen are completely different. Completely different. So you need like the LT intake manifold. What does this do? Dance party. Whoa, we're in a dance party. All right, how do I turn that off now? There we go. What is a super chat? What is, go away. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want it. There we go. Ain't no party like a Robby V party. Hey Timmy, did you hear me? You want a t-shirt? Send me an email. Robby V Garage. I turned 6.0 into a 6.2 with the 823 heads. Of course, I'm still carb guy on alcohol. Yeah. Everyone loves a little alcohol. I've never done anything with alcohol, like fuel-wise. I've drank a lot of it in my life. What kind of headers are you running? What do you recommend for my L83? Well, I'm not real familiar with the 5th gen stuff, but here are my manifolds, just stock truck manifolds that I've cut, welded a V-band on this one, and then took this one, cut this part off so that it went straight out instead of going off like that. So just modified stock headers. And then this is the little channel I put in this one. Kind of hard to see. Little channel right there for my steering shaft, because I run these down and forward. And are you turboing your L83 or just NA headers? For now, NA. Daily driver, I'm guessing. It just really depends on what you want to get out of it, how much you want to put into it. I mean, you could do some long tubes. You could do some stock replacements. That way you don't have to, or like some shorties that bolt up like stock ones, so that you don't have to redo your exhaust from the headers back. I believe, who makes headers for those that we sell? Again, I went to look for my phone and it's right here. I would probably just go with some shorties so you don't have to go to a muffler shop and get the whole exhaust redone. But they're probably going to be pretty expensive for the newer vehicle. Oh, my battery's dying. Battery is dying. Yeah, I'm sure Texas Speed has some. I was trying to think of the brand that we sold at Speedway. We only have like one set for the newer trucks. We don't really sell a whole lot of modern stuff at Speedway. It's mostly old hot rod and circle track stuff and a little bit of LS stuff. I keep hounding them to get more LS stuff. Let's see here. Wow, my eyes look really red. Really red. Ow, just hit my head. Check out another place for headers that are pretty cheap is Speed Engineering. That's where I got the headers for my C10, and like a lot of their headers are like $200, so they might have something for the LT motors. Everything is better with zoomies, but I'm pretty sure it's his daily driver. All right, sounds good, Timmy. It was good chatting with you. Send me an email with your shipping address and some pictures of your truck. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to take off too, guys. My battery's about to die, and I'm ready for bed. I'm an old man. All right, we'll see you, Timmy. Yeah, no problem, guys. I'll stream more often if you guys want me to. I didn't know if anyone really enjoyed these things. Me just hanging out here. Yeah, freaking just holding them turbos up. Freaking tore my rotator cuff or something. Let's see, I have to keep, but I'm definitely bringing my laptop out next time so that I can just see the chat thing without having to keep refreshing it. 68 minutes. Pretty good live stream. Pretty good live stream. If you guys do me a favor before you leave, hit the thumbs up button. And I'll give it just a few more minutes. If you guys have anything else you want to add, then I'm going to take off. We'll take off at 69 minutes. Peace out, Tulane. Come here, Rox. Come here. Come here. She's like, you're gonna pick me up. All right, any last questions, comments, haters, everyone? I got my toolbox a little bit cleaned off. I added more stuff to it, seems like, actually. Headers and stuff. But, 69 minutes. All right, boys, I'm out of here. See you later.